sometimes cruel. What to do? Toughen up, you know you should, but how to? I think a sing could help you climb out of this slump. A little help can help you beat your demons up. Are you sure you're really ready for the answer? Jugga, 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 rock.
You guys are witnessing history right now. Potential history. I say that because I don't know how I'm going to handle this because I'm such an addict, but I just felt this wave of inspiration come over me today, and we're dumping the Pepsi. We are actually doing this. I would have considered this a sin not too long ago. Even if it's just a break, I need it because my sugar consumption is just out of control. When it's readily available, I can't control myself. So I got pissed. And I was just like, all right, you can't control yourself. Well, let's dump the motherfuckers. So now you have no choice. I'm gonna regret this in a few hours. It's only a matter of time before my vices overtake me and I really hit the struggle bus and I start thinking, man, it would be really nice to crack a cold one, you know, get some of that crushed ice, pour just a little bit in there. Dude, I had it down to a science. You fill the glass up to the brim with ice, preferably crushed, and then you just pour maybe a quarter of the way up with Pepsi, so it's just peak coldness. Get some good bread on the side. You got the disciple diet. I mean, doesn't get much better than that. We're gonna try. My goal is to go a week from now. So what is it right now? It's 10 a.m. February 21st. So we literally just have to make it to the last day of February. And, you know, we'll see where we're at when the time comes, but we'll see what happens in a week, how we're feeling. And this isn't just like a Pepsi thing. I'm gonna try and cut out, you know, the sugar. I've been talking about it in videos, but, you know, am I really living it? I feel like I've limited myself more than I have in the past. We just need to keep ourselves distracted because I really am an addict. Addicts come in all different shapes and sizes and different avenues. It's also 21 degrees. I've been trying to get outside and walk, but it's been so cold. Just gonna go for a little walk outside. I feel like I need it. It's been so cold again, and it's just been deterring me from doing anything outside and getting just proper sunlight. Even if it's freezing, it's so good for the soul. So I've just been cramped up inside for days and haven't been feeling well because of it. So we're gonna force ourselves out there. I don't have a jacket, so we're doubling up again. Gotta take my mind off of this because I'm already kind of craving. I have this. I went to Aldi a couple days ago and these have just been sitting on my desk and all I can think about is eating them. I'm just struggling right now. See? Look, it's not open. I haven't done it yet, but I really want to. This is nice. This ain't too bad. Nice and quiet. Little speckles of snow coming down. I feel like I'm in a Christmas movie right now. Oh yeah, I wanted to thank you guys for this, by the way. We hit 3,000 subs last night, which is insane for me. I've been, like, my channel has grown very slow since I've made it. I made this channel back in 2012, so just to see that, you know, number crest over just felt really nice. Here's to the next. Holy shit, that scared me. I just stepped in a big thing of ice that I guess was a puddle before. With that being said, make sure you subscribe and like the video. It helps me out a ton, and it's free. Thank you. Like, look at this. I feel like I'm in a Thomas Kincaid painting right now. All I need is just some Christmas lights in the twilight sky. Maybe a cabin off in the distance. You might be thinking to yourself, Zach, You call yourself a lifelong sugar addict. Why today? Why today of all days? Well, first off, just kind of felt right. We all do things just on a whim at times. And also, I've just been thinking, I feel like shit pretty much 24/7. Even if I'm not even, maybe I'm distracted with work, I'm not thinking about it. But when I come to and I'm alone with my thoughts, maybe I'm lying down going to bed at night, I'm just thinking, why is this so normalized? And a part of the reason is everybody's doing it. Everybody is consuming this shit. And I've been doing it for so fucking long. I think the most effective way to live a better, healthier life is to do the simplest thing. Drink more water. Eat better. Eat organic. Exercise. People preach it all the time and it just gets lost in its way because everyone tries to overcomplicate it with like this bullshit red light therapy and consumerism. If you guys are on Instagram, you see influencers pushing all of this like miscellaneous shit all the time, and it's really just, you get some shoes, put on some clothes so you don't expose yourself to some children on the trail, and then you go out and for a run. You take care of yourself. You lift. It's that simple. And this is coming from a guy that works at a bike and shoe shop who sells things for a living. I see that it's good, but it also has its downfalls. We don't need so much shit. It's poisoning us in every way. And I'm trying to simplify my life a little bit more so I just want to see what's on the other side. I want to see if maybe all these gurus, they might be onto something. Why do they do it? Why eat better? Why cut out sugar? Let's see what's on the other side. And I'm kind of bored too. I want to try something new. I'm down for a little challenge. Most of you have found me on this channel, presumably from my challenge videos. Running David Goggins 4x4x48 challenge. Running a marathon around my house. Walking 100,000 steps in one day. Cool. Great themes for a video, but they kind of fucked me up. Let's try something that might be interesting, but also isn't going to fuck me up. In fact, do the opposite. This is my new challenge. And maybe it's going to turn into a lifelong pursuit. We'll see what happens. I'll keep you posted. And another thing that kind of scares me, Pepsi, for instance, or just sugar, I don't really enjoy it anymore. I'm just doing it because I feel like I have to. Really, like it's so habitual. I just do it to do it. I'm like, oh, I've got a half hour to kill here. It's time for lunch. Let's just crack one, I mean, I'd probably be just as happy drinking the water. About 3.5 miles. Hi. Hi, little buddy. This was pretty unintentional, but I've been fasting now for a decent bit. I didn't really eat dinner last night. It's 11:15. So I've really only had water. This is the first day I haven't taken medication in the morning. I'm not sure, does medication break a fast? Like if I were to take Claritin, Sudafed, or Mucinex, or even like a painkiller like ibuprofen, I guess that would be considered breaking a fast, right? I haven't done it. I'm not on drugs this morning. This isn't part of the game plan or anything. This video isn't about fasting, nor do I want to go on like a long fast at the moment. So we should eat something. Oh! First thing I looked at. We'll have a banana. Been eating a lot of bananas, doing really well with my fruit intake. The correct way to break any sort of fast is to not, based off of my research, I'm not a doctor, it seems to be that you actually want to break it with something smaller because, your stomach shrinks the longer you do it. I was always under the impression that you can just go and eat a big meal, which I guess you can, but it's probably not the smartest thing to do. Back during COVID, I got into this thing where I would fast for 16 hours every day. And I think my fast would end at like 1 p.m. and it was a ritual. I would turn on this Twitch streamer and watch Dead by Daylight, the video game, and I would make a big fat sandwich with pepper turkey, provolone, lettuce, tomato, pickles, and jalapenos. It was a mighty good sandwich. And then I get this big bag of kettle cooked at the Cape Cod brand chips. I would just eat those I would just eat them for hours, just snack on them. I'd crack a Pepsi, eat strawberries not too long after that. That was like my ritual. It was so good. But looking back, it was so stupid. Having my first proper meal now. I didn't really wait that long. It's almost noon. I just had my first... Wait, taste test. I was worried about these peppers. I think I burnt them. I rushed them. They're a little too crunchy for my taste, but still good. This has just a red and an orange bell pepper, half an avocado, some white rice, and 93% lean ground beef. I was thinking about my first meal, what it was going to be, and then I remembered I have a Subway gift card in my wallet for my birthday, and I just thought, man, that would slap right now. But then I remembered the bread, if you want to call it that, is filled to the brim with sugar. I read something recently. Hold up. Yes, obviously Subway's bread has sugar. How much, you might ask? Well, in 2020 it says, an Irish court ruled that Subway bread can't be legally considered bread because it contains too much sugar. A 6-inch Subway bread roll contains 3 to 5 grams of sugar, except for gluten-free, which has 7. That's a lot, man. Like, now I've seen what goes into making a loaf of bread. That's a lot. Maybe after our week, we'll indulge ourselves. I'd imagine I want to try something a little bit nicer than Subway after a week from sugar, assuming I make it. But I really had to talk myself off the ledge there because I was so tempted. One, I didn't feel like cooking. I never do. And also, I love the pairing of a Pepsi with Subway. Just like most of my meal. Like if I go out to eat and I come home with it, I will crack a cold one. But actually, funny enough, when I'm out at like a restaurant, I never get anything other than water. It's kind of weird. I want to be real with you guys. If I fuck up, I'm going to tell you. But also, if I succeed, I'm also going to tell you. You're going to hear both ends of it, and I am hopeful that things go swimmingly. Again, I'm really curious to see how this pans out for me and how I feel down the road. So I'm heading to Walmart right now because, well, you're gonna find out in a moment. I'm on a bit of a side quest right now, but it's all interconnected. Everything is connected. To make a long story short, I've talked about it in previous videos. I want to start gardening, so today we're gonna begin that journey towards a healthier, more sustainable, organic life. Well, knowing me, this is something that I can get totally engrossed and totally obsessed with. I play Minecraft after all, and I love farming. I always build a greenhouse, so we'll take a little bit of inspiration from that. It's obviously not the best time of the year to be doing this, but I figured, what's the quote? The best time to plant a tree was 10 years ago, the next best time is today, something like that. I spent the last half hour doing a little bit of research, so those cucumber seeds that I got a week ago, unless I'm planting them outside, it sounds like it's not gonna be worth my while, at least until it gets warmer. So we're gonna start with simpler things that I can put on a windowsill and go from there. I'm really excited. I am really excited. You ever just feel different when you walk out of a Walmart? Yeah, I'm always reminded why I don't like going there, but they didn't have the potting soil I needed, so I'm just gonna run right across the street to Lowe's. It's time! I got a bunch of potting soil. I got spinach and bell peppers. And according to ChatGPT, this one's going to be a little bit more of an ask, but this one shouldn't be too hard. I also got some terracotta pots here. There's somebody out there watching this video right now just cackling behind the screen. And you know what? Let me tell you something. You had your first day once. Let me enjoy mine, okay? Maybe one day I'll be the master. But for now, I have no idea what I'm doing. I found batting gloves. Why are they both for the left hand? So if I just fill these suckers up. Glad I didn't do this at the dining room table like I originally planned. About an inch from the surface, right? I went to Lowe's earlier to get the soil, and I just went in there with no idea how much this stuff actually costed, and I was pleasantly surprised to see this bag was only like $5. Someone could have sold it to me for $100 and I would have thought that was normal. That's how out of touch I am with this whole thing. I just think it's really cool. I think if I stick with it, it'll just make the whole eating healthier, living healthier so much more enriching and lively. Okay, this is where I know it's kind of ghetto. I don't have a spray bottle, so I literally just filled up a Yeti, and I'm just gonna, I know not to go overboard, but I'm gonna kind of dampen it a little too much. That's alright. It's not gonna be as even as I would like. Good enough. Good enough. Start with the spinach. This is exciting once again. I mean, I've been eating a lot of spinach, and I feel like I'll be even more excited to eat it if I know it's mine. I knew I grew it myself. According to the AI, I need to make a little hole about a ½ inch deep, put about 2 to 3 seeds in each one, cover it up and gently pat. Very good, my children. My little spinach babies are good. Now we do our bell peppers. And I think it's like the same thing, but I just have to change the hole size a little bit. At a 1/4 inch deep. They're a little bit more needy. They need more sunlight. That's okay. Bell peppers. I don't know if this one's gonna work, truly. I don't even know if the spinach is gonna work, if I'm being honest. I'm kind of bad, I can tell. I don't think I'm a natural at this. Maybe I'll find out I actually had a green thumb the whole time. Is this what, I guess I should know what their seeds look like. I cut them all the time. We'll put 3 in each hole, because the more the merrier. I really feel like I'm playing Minecraft right now. This is something that I feel like everybody, at least once in their life, should experience. I just feel so interconnected with everything right now. I'm so happy right now. Oh gosh, oh god. I already mixed them up. I think this one's spinach and this one's bell pepper. I need to go label them before I forget. If you guys enjoyed, thank you so much for watching until this point in the video. I really appreciate you guys. Like and subscribe if you haven't already. And I'll see you in the next one. Peace.